Hey, what's going on, everyone? Just gonna do a drone video that I didn't want to do, but kind of, how do I say this, forced to. And I'm gonna tell you guys a really bad experience that I just had with Wing Fighter not too long ago. The very last update, we got our formation upgrades basically for PvP and to set up formations and blah, blah, blah. And so that same night, right before they did the update, uh, I somehow lost a drone. My Lyra drone was sold out of nowhere, and I didn't really realize it until the update happened. And then I started setting up my formations, and I noticed that my Lyra was gone. And so contacted Wingfighter, and of course Wingfighter basically said it was my fault and took zero responsibility. Now let's think about this, guys. I had a maxed Lyra drone, and why would I sell my Lyra drone? And so again, Wingfighter's customer service is probably the worst I've ever seen in any industry. They do not care about the players, and I hate to say this out loud, especially for the new players coming in. But if you have an issue with this game, I have complained, I don't know, good 100 times about different things and things not working and asking for help, and they have never one time ever have they helped me out. And so, I let them know about the issue, and they basically told me it was my fault, and I lost a very crucial SR burning drone, my Lyra, out of nowhere. And so, when that happened, the drone was sold. And then, coming into this drone event that I'm going to talk about, I had about 38,000 rhinite basically from this. After saving, I think when the drone was sold itself, it was like around 35, 36 thousand rhinite after having it sold, or whatever the heck happened. But I just not to be the bearer of bad news to any of the new players, and some of the old players know the customer service and Wingfighter caring about their players is absolutely zero, and it's kind of heartbreaking, especially for the players that invest into the game and believe in the game and want the game to do good. But just fair warning, guys, I lost a Lyra maxed burning drone and was basically told again it was my fault. And so now I'm stuck trying to figure out how to get this burning drone back. And of course, that's why I'm doing this video for you guys. Maybe I can go over a couple of different things. I know some of the newer players are still getting hung up on a couple of ways of doing this, and what should you look for, and maybe we can go over a little bit of the skills. I've always been a tiny bit secretive onto the skills. Even though they now have in PvP, you can see players' drones in PvP, but let me give you guys a secret. I don't ever use my burning drones in PvP because I use those for Titan, just to throw that out there before we get into this. But what a crappy deal for me. Very heartbreaking. It really hurt me unbelievably bad in Titan. I lost 7 trillion runs. So every run that I was doing, I lost 7 trillion basically on the Titan, and that's 14 trillion per 2 runs. And so you guys can imagine just how devastating that is on a score when you're trying to compete and stay in first, and compete with these bigger and really good players. Yeah, very disheartening right now for me. So let's see here. So if I go to Git real quick, I'll show you guys where I'm at. So I started out basically with 38,000 rhinite after saving before this event, and then out of nowhere my drone being sold, and I acquired 8. I had 2 Lyras that I started collecting through the SR boxes, and I'll show you guys this here in a little bit. And for basically 18,974 rhinite, I only got 8 of those back as of right now. So I think there's, what is it, 50 or something like that to fully max out a drone in itself. And so if I go to get the rest of these 50, which is what, 42, I take basically 19,000 rhinite. It is going to take me 796,908 rhinite at this point, and the way this is going, for me to get that one single SR Lyra drone back. And of course, I'm sure when I contacted Wing Fighter, they were just like, "Oh, great, that's more money for us," or, "Hey, tough luck to you." And nope, it wasn't our fault; it's your fault. And just a just a bum deal, guys. And so, me personally, I've been trying to collect my electricals. I finally did get my electricals maxed here, guys. And so you guys can see I had the Lyra. I pretty much have every drone maxed. And I also wanted to go over this again. I have a really cool old school drone video when they first came out, and it's been able to help quite a few players. These videos are never perfect, and I'm not a master at this game. I always say that in all my videos to you guys. I'm not a master at this. Seeing is believing for me, and what works for me maybe might not work for somebody else, but at the same time, I don't really see too many other players or even YouTube videos just trying to help people out a little bit. I've always found that a little bit frustrating, because when I was a new player and even a middle player, I just wanted help, and I just wanted to have somebody just give me the right answers or guide me to the right places here. And so I kind of just make these videos just to throw a bone to everybody. Again, I'm not a master at this, so if I say something wrong or you guys have something to add, always go to the comment section and let me know how I can do better. And maybe I missed something. Maybe you have a tip that maybe I didn't put into here. And so I always lean on you guys too. So I'll do my best with this. And right here, you guys can see everything was maxed out. I finally got my electricals, and I've been really wanting to do a huge comparison between the electricals and burning drones on Titan. And with me losing that Lyra, I can't really do a real comparison now because of that. And that's kind of heartbreaking for me, because I worked many years of getting up to this level, and trying to get these videos out for everybody to have a cool comparison or just have an idea of how this is working and stuff. And yeah, what a bummer, man. Let me tell you. Yeah, it is what it is at this point. But as far as the drones, especially for you new players here, let me get out of here a little bit. And so each month they do have a monthly drone event. They have a Titan chest box event to get your ships and some other stuff like that. And then they have the pilot event. And the reason why I'm bringing this up right away, especially for the newer players, you want to wait for these events. Incredibly and dramatically wait for these events. Don't lose your patience and just start spinning outside of these events. And one of the big reasons why is when you wait for the event, you can get special bonuses basically. And right here you can see if drone recruitment mission. And so you can see current reward rounds, and you have 4 rounds that you can use your Rhinite, or in the other case, pilots, use your pilot cards during that event, or use your saved Titan chest keys during that event. And so the reason why you want to wait every single month is so that you can get these special rewards and get a bigger bang for your either your purchase or your savings that you saved for. And this is really crucial here because you can get some pretty big kickbacks back by using your points or cards or keys in these areas. And if you're going to buy into the game, and you heard what I said, if you're going to buy into the game, wait for the events. If you want a bigger bang for your buck, you're going to want to buy basically. So here's the drone packs. I didn't have to buy into any of this stuff because obviously I had the Rhinite from the weird sale of my drone. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say again. But if you're going to buy into it, right here's where you would buy into basically this event. The drone event's pretty cool because if you buy into it, you guys can see that, especially if you could do the $99 one, basically $100 one, you're getting recast chips. You're also getting diamonds, and then you're getting the rhinite. And so that's a pretty big bang for the buck. And again, you can go outside to your regular packs. It could be $100 just for the diamonds alone. And so if you're short on diamonds and you know you're going to buy into the game, wait for basically the events, because again, you're going to get a way bigger bang for your buck. And that's a huge suggestion to you guys. And the more you buy into it, of course, the more rewards that you get going back to your rewards here. And I'm going to, the reason why I stopped here and the reason why I didn't do a lot of this in front of you is because you'd be bored to death. It takes a long time to keep trying to get a new drone, and especially with me trying to get one specific Lyra. It's time consuming, it's super boring. It can get very expensive really fast, especially going after one drone, which sucks for me because you're going to get a whole bunch of other SR drones, a whole bunch of other drones that you don't want, and it's going to eat up that rhinite really fast. And along the week here, you can also get extra rewards here by playing the game. Consume 100 energy in total, and I'm going to claim that one. Participate one time in Endless Voyage. I did that one today. Claim 80,000 stars in idle rewards, and you guys can see I did that today also. So just by playing the game, don't forget guys, you can go over to here and get some of your freebies here this way also, especially for the new players. So just play the game, and during these events, don't forget to come over and go to your event mission part of this and get some of your freebies also. And so hopefully that, you know, just gets you, especially some of the newer players, on track to what's going on here a little bit. But, you know, try not to spend anything outside of these events specifically. Have some patience, and, you know, if you don't get everything, you know, that month, just wait. Just wait. Collect, collect, collect. Have some patience. It'll pay off very big time for you guys. It can be way cheaper doing it this way also if you're buying into the game. So just really big tips from me on here. And so, all right guys, let me go back here. And so when you're going to do your drones, of course, you can see at the very bottom here, it says get. You guys can get in to start getting those rewards and how you buy basically the drones that you're looking for. There's a really cool function in here. And let's just say, you know, you're going after R shards specifically, or you're going after SR shards specifically. You can go in and basically tell them, when you hit the auto refresh, you can see right here, you can stop when R drone appears, stop when SR drone appears. And the reason why the N drones aren't on there is because they're common and they're going to flip through quite a bit. But this is a pretty cool feature. That way you're not getting a blister on your fingers pushing this 19 million times trying to find that specific drone. And so I'm going to click it, and you can see max refresh times. The weird thing about that to me is I have it set for 10, but it'll just keep going and going and going. So I'm not really quite sure if it's a bug or that part of it's broken. And for me, in my case, and if I have a lot of rhinite, I don't want to stop every 10 times anyways, because it just means I have to press a button. But for you that are, you know, pressing this, be a little bit careful with this, especially if you don't have a lot of rhinite and you're not trying to spend it all that way. A little careful with this part, and I'll give you guys an example of how this works. Again, I've been trying to go after the Lyra, and we'll just let the, oh, and here's the other thing, guys. Since I am going after an SR drone, you notice what happened. It stopped immediately because there's an SR drone basically sitting on this page. And when that happens and you don't want it, you have to physically do a refresh before you can auto refresh this. So again, I'm after the Lyra drone, SR drone. So we'll do this again. And this is how you guys can find specific drones. And so there's an SR Orion electrical drone that obviously I don't need. And I'm going to go past it. And again, the more you guys do this, the more it adds up to getting those special rewards. And there is another way you can get those rewards by spending basically your recasts. By spending recasts, you guys can also get bonus rewards for doing that. And maybe I'll go over that here in a second here. But you can see the refreshing. This is just tedious. It's very daunting for me, especially just trying to. So right there, I got a bonus reward for spending 2,500 Rheinite within the 1 of 4 rounds that you can do here. And I'm on my 4th, going on to my 4th round here. So I'm not going to bore you guys to death. You guys see how this is working. And of course, if you find what you're looking for, you can buy it with Rheinite. That, of course, by buying it with Rheinite, that would be 1,000 if I took the SR Draco, and that would go to my reward bonuses also. So, but what happens is let's just say, okay, I want my reward bonuses. I don't have all 4 of my reward bonus rows done yet, and I'm not doing those on purpose because I want to show you guys why. Because I told you a little secret here, because you can do recasting, and that recasting will start accumulating the bonus rewards for you also. So once you start getting this accumulated, you guys go to your mailbox here, and you guys can see, look at all my rewards by waiting and taking advantage of basically this event. And so I'm going to claim all of this, and let's see what I got out of here. Okay, so I got 1,900 recasts. The really cool part is look at the diamonds I got from that. And these are the special rewards. I didn't buy into this because I had the Rheinite already basically saved, and I used my Rheinite that was already in there. But you guys can see right here, the recasting and basically the diamonds. That's huge. That is huge, because if you go out and buy this stuff right there, 14,000 diamonds there, that's $100 that I just got back basically by waiting and doing the reward system. So pretty huge actually. And I still have a little bit of room. I'm going to go back up to the limited event here, guys, and show you guys again. I can still obtain 3,500 points to get some more diamonds and to get some more recasting. But I'm gonna wait here just a little bit. And the reason being is, let me see if I can explain this recasting, especially to some of the newer players, because I get asked this quite a bit, and I see a lot of players still struggling, even players that have been playing this a little bit, and I see them making mistakes quite a bit. And it's really not that tough, guys. It's really not that hard. But until you make a ton of mistakes like I have, or, this can be a pain in the neck. You can switch out skills on accident. And I'm going to show you guys how to not make 19 zillion mistakes that I have. Dumb recasting, not locking the drones the right way, or the skills to the drones. And so, again, I do see quite a few, especially newer players, and sometimes even mid players still haven't figured this out. And so, what can we use as an example here, guys? Of course, with PvP, you guys can see all the PvP skills that other players are using. So, right here, just me personally, I've been more of a Titan player. The burning drone skills and stuff like that have been my most crucial. So I haven't really tried too terribly hard into my recoils. Going after those golds. It seems like other countries and other players, they haven't made, because they have maxed out gold skills all over the place. And for some of us players, finding a gold skill is almost like trying to find a unicorn on the moon. and it can get extremely expensive fast. And if you mess up your skills in between this and you're trying to fix those and you don't have the drone event, and you're buying every day those recast skills, it is incredibly expensive. And Wingfighter loves if you mess up your skills and you don't do this right, because they are making a small fortune off of this. And again, with my drone mysteriously, Lyra drone, missing out of nowhere and being sold, that's just money in their eyes, and that's really sad for us players. Again, that believe in the game or want to believe into the game, and have worked super hard to acquire an SR drone, and just really shame on Wingfighter for this, between us guys. And I'm sorry to say this out loud, especially in front of the new players, but I think the new players, you guys need to know you don't really have any support if something goes wrong with this game. So play this game with caution from here on out. And I'm not telling anybody not to play the game, but I'm just pre-warning you, if something goes wrong, more than likely you're not going to have any support, especially from Wingfighter. And I don't know how any of us could change that. I don't know why they don't treat their players better, but it's just a fact. And so, not to be the Debbie Downer on this video, at the same time, I'm pre-warning you guys, especially the new players, if something goes bad, just, it is what it is. And so, let me see. Let's go back to the, basically, if I can help you guys out. Now, this would be a little bit sketchy here for me to do, but I'm going to do this anyways. I'm missing a gold shield, okay? You guys can see that I have basically a purple cheating death shield skill here that is purple. And that's actually a great skill to have, but everybody's always trying to go after the elusive golds. And so the way you guys would do this, let's just say you have your drones and you're, trying to figure out, how in the hell do I do these skills the right way? How do I not mess myself up? How do I, how do I do this? And so you guys can see I have some of my skills locked, and I'm just going to do this. Let's just say I am looking for basically the gold skill here, and for some odd reason I'm having a hard time getting that to unlock here. And so that's cheating death. Okay, so I have those unlocked, guys. And so here's the deal with recasting. You guys can see I have 2100 chips basically. And so when you're trying to go after skills, and boy, I have really jacked myself up a few times. There's been a few benefits to doing this, and you guys have to be careful, and you have to weigh the options. But let's just say I'm really trying to find that gold shield. For this drone, it would be worth everything. Finding the other skills for me wouldn't be as tough as getting that shield. And so that's why I'm going to use this as a demonstration. But the more skills that you're looking for, the 5 skills that you're looking for, the cheaper it is. So if you look at the modified chip and it says 2100 basically /30, it would only cost me 30 modified chips to look for 5 skills to get that one skill basically. So let's just see, let's just recast. And the crappy part is let's just say I find another gold skill and then I lose my purple though. So there's kind of the trade-offs by doing this, guys. You might be able to find that gold skill, but I might not be able to find this purple shield again, and I might not even get a gold shield again. For us, seemingly, and I hate to say it this way, in the United States, finding these gold skills are almost impossible. I see it all the time in the forums of other players from the United States, especially, not being able to find these gold skills. But you see other players from other countries, and they're stacked with gold. And how did you guys get those so easily and we didn't? And so I am going to say that out loud. I don't care. So I am going to say that out loud. So as you guys can see, I'm just going to basically just keep recasting here. And have you guys seen any gold skills? And shoot, have you guys seen any purple skills since I've been doing this? Yeah, look at that. So, okay, guys, just for the training of this, I'm just giving you guys an idea of how this is working now. If you do 5 skills, it is way cheaper to find that one elusive skill that you might be looking for, but that one skill can really make a big difference in the game. So it might be worth just trying to go after that one skill. And so the more, now watch what happens, guys. So I put a lock on that cheating death, and look what happened to the modified chip. It went up to 60. Now it's going to take 60 modified chips to look for 4. So the game's set up to where they know that you're looking for that last skill, and they're going to charge you more and more and more for that last skill. So watch, if I lock another skill, look, I'm looking for 3 skills now. Look what it did. Now it's going to cost me 90. Now if I'm looking for 2 skills, it's going to cost me 120. If I'm looking for 150 modified chips. And so for the new players, I would try to find that one specific skill. So obviously if it's a PvP that you're going after, everybody is going after, the number one skill for PvP that is an absolute crucial must is basically your cheating death. This cheating death is basically gives you a chance of getting some of your health back during the middle of a battle. And if all 3 of your drones have this on here, that's going to help you possibly win that match against them. So, there's the biggest thing for me is that cheating death. These are pretty cool skills. Your cooldown skill on your drones is pretty crucial, guys. I mean, the cooldown itself means it's going to be able to fire faster. So if you got really cool skills on this and it's firing faster, that's going to help you out dramatically also. So there's 2 cool PvP skills. There's always a debate on the PvP. Don't use basically reduced damage. Some players swear up and down not to use it. Some swear up and down to use it. So, I don't get too terribly caught up on the PvP skills just between us. These skills that I have in here right now, that's a pretty killer little setup. And, I might not be able to beat the biggest guys, and there might be a couple of players that do have, gold skills that are below me that might have a better drone hit than I do. But, the one thing about this game that I learned a long time ago is there's always going to be somebody bigger and badder. And, play at your pace, set your own goals, and just expect to lose. That's a part of this game, guys. Don't take it so personal, and don't go out and spend $1 zillion because of it either. There's again always going to be somebody bigger and badder and somebody with better skills, or so play at your pace, and it is what it is, guys. And so let's go back. I'll show you my other drone skills here on my PvP, because again, anybody can see these in Planet Wars or Star Scramble anyways. But and yeah, trying to find those gold cheating deaths, I mean, yeah, it's tough, guys. And you just saw me recast, and you know what, maybe we'll just do it again. Let's just just for giggles here, and I'm gonna go to recast on this. Let's just say I want to keep my gold skills. Let's just say, okay, I'm going to recast. And right there, guys, you saw by me recasting, I did get a reward bonus. These start adding to your reward bonus also. So you might not max out your Rhinite. Go back, just do what I just did, what I just showed you guys. Go into your mailbox, collect your rewards, because you can still get skill or rewards back by doing your recasting. And so if you max that out all with your Rhinite, you might be losing a little bit here, because you can still get bonus points doing it this way and equal it out a little bit, is basically what I'm saying to you guys. But let's recast. And look how many times I've already recasted though, guys. And have any of you guys, so right there's my point. The recasting gives you some pretty killer bonus rewards towards the 4 times that you can do this, in that series. And the recasting is pretty beneficial. So I'm glad that I did it this way for you guys. But have you guys seen even a purple skill? Have you guys even seen one gold skill? Look at this. I've just eaten up all. I mean, look at this. Yeah, this part of it can be pretty frustrating. And especially when you see other players, and especially other players from other countries that are maxed out with gold skills. And I just showed you guys here. I mean, I think, there was one time I had 15,000 recast and not even saw one gold skill pop up, guys. And so this is a little bit frustrating, because again, this is, it can be crucial, especially if you are trying to be the top guy or girl or player in this game and you can't find the skills. I mean, and so right here, guys, I just used all of my modified chips in front of you guys. And did you guys see one gold or even a purple at that, in that case? Yeah, neither did I. So it is what it is. And so I just wanted to, make sure that you guys understood exactly how to lock these again, because even after my last drone video and stuff like that, I think a lot of new players don't know it's even there. I do have a ton of videos up on my page here, so I figured I would give you guys my sad story, and also kind of make it a little bit of a learning video and training video here also. And so if you guys have any questions up to this point, or if you guys ever have an idea for a video, don't hesitate to make a comment. I do take all of those pretty serious, and I do write those down here and there. So if there's something that you're not really understanding, please let me know, and maybe we can make a video out of it. And this one was just really more about the recasting and just my boohoo story. Thanks for listening, guys. And even though it is super frustrating, I'm not gonna completely let it completely ruin my day or even playing the game. Again, me personally, I was wanting to push more into the electricals. It does suck that I cannot compare the two now, but I don't know, maybe it just gave me something to do on top of it. So I'm not too worried about it, guys. At this point, I've had a little bit of time to sulk about it. So, but again, I really appreciate everybody's support. If you guys have any questions, again, just leave me a comment. And as I say at the very end of these videos, regardless of the good and the bad, or just anything that's happening in the game, always try to just have fun.